to episode 1133 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, January 27th. Finally, Friday. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Wes has more information about how Jeremy Renner is a moron who likes snowplows too much in the coffee, I'm assuming.
Definitely. Absolutely.
I
Couple
thought so.
of fun
Anything
facts.
else in there?
Yeah, there's cookies. There's the king.
Is that what they're feeding? Is that what they're feeding him in physical therapy?
Yeah, his sister's dangling cookies over his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, good. His sister's still in the mix. I'm glad to hear that. Family
Well, he's
first.
home now. I don't
He's
know
a
if you
family
heard, but
guy.
he's actually home and doing great.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
No,
that's
he's
an
making.
update.
It's amazing. Breaking 30 bones, saving his nephew's life, and he's making a full recovery that fast. It's incredible.
Yeah, he is Hawkeye.
He is. What else? So that is that it? That
And then
covers it for the
AI,
coffee?
something that you and Mark talk about regularly is the
Yes.
AI takeover, and I've got some scary developments in
that's
that
not
realm.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I might be throwing myself in front of a snowplow if it gets too bad with the AI.
You might want to. It
Yeah.
could get that bad. Well, they'll control the snowplow, so they
That's
can chase
true.
you
They'll
with
just
it,
still steer it away at the last second. Ha ha. Yeah.
so they can enslave you instead of kill you.
exactly.
Yeah. I've got a segment called "Every End is a New Beginning" on deck, and then
It's like
Mark
a circle.
Yeah, the circle of life. It's a lot like that. And then Mark has the Hive 5 to close this one out for this week once again.
That's right.
Fantastic.
Trivia is next Friday, February 3rd. That's
Week
on
from today.
2/3/23. So it's going to be magical. It's just a cool date. February 3rd, 2023, 2/3/23. Also, the last day of the year is going to be 1/2/3/1/2/3. Pretty crazy. Fat-A-Thon also starts the day after Valentine's Day. So get your Valentine's Day meal in, then losing weight all the way through the Friday before Memorial Day.
Right. I think. Yeah. Exactly. I think you
many
can
weeks
join.
is that?
You can join anytime that week. So we're not going to try to stop you from having a Valentine's Day. Now, if you don't want to spend a bunch of money on Valentine's Day, you can say, "Hey, I have to weigh in by before Valentine's Day." That's up to you. But you can also wait till Friday of the week of Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Yes. Patreon.com/hardfactor to get in on all of that with us.
Sorry,
and just
honey.
to support the pod.
It's going to be air for dinner tonight because weighing in.
Here comes grumpy guys.
Yeah.
I say it every time, but I'm going to try to just eat less every day instead of doing some type of crash diet. I'm going to try.
I could.
You know
I've been
that-
going
have
on
you guys-
walks with this dog.
None
This
of us
dog
have ever
needs
done
to
that.
walks.
We've all always done fasting.
It's just
Oh, yeah,
fasting.
no, it comes down to the last day of starvation. Usually. It's fucking very.
I'm going
unhealthy.
to try to do it right for once.
You know that guy? He's
1
on,
out of 10 Fat-A-Thons.
I was like just at a low last night, looking at myself, and that guy that's like super ripped. He's like a young guy. He's always on like Instagram or YouTube, like telling you about his plan and like how it doesn't involve fasting, and he's got like some
Sounds
key
like a
to
lot of people.
unlock.
Is he the guy
It's
that's
like,
like-
he's everyone, but this guy is especially ripped. He's
the,
especially
he's
good
the guy
looking.
that's like, it's not cardio. Cardio doesn't do it.
Exactly.
That guy.
You know
Oh,
exactly.
that
what I'm
guy?
talking about.
He's not in my algorithm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no,
well,
he
that
hates
guy.
cardio. It's the cardio doesn't work.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
And I like the sound of
That
that.
guy.
When someone says cardio is a waste of time,
Well, he
my
knows you
ears
like.
perk
He
up.
knows you like the sound of that.
Yeah, that's why he shows up in your feed. Like they know this one's made for Wes. Come on.
Yeah. So I almost bought his program last night. But if there's anyone out there that has bought this guy's program,
No, Big Fudge. He trains Marines. He's already promised.
Okay.
that if we need to get on the Big Fudge or Thor, either way. But
we've got
Big
multiple,
Fudge says he'll get us a Marine shirt.
Professionals in the Hive.
So. Yeah, we have
but
listeners
this
are
guy-
actually doing this.
He is ripped.
this guy's making some big promises
He is
that
ripped.
sound really good.
That's funny.
So yeah.
I can see the
Something's-
draw. You
something's
know,
gotta
Wes.
give.
Actually, when I was in college, I got the Tony Robbins set,
Oh, really?
a tape set when I was in a dark place, and I did that whole thing, and then I realized, you know what? Pretty much all self-help is bullshit, and then never
Yeah, it's
got
just to
one of
build
those again.
confidence with you. Like it's just to get you to feel confident. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's
I
like,
love Tony Robbins.
It's like
I will-
psychics.
I will-
His
If, like,
voice it's a great podcast to listen to.
yeah,
You
I've
should be
seen
powerful
him live.
yourself.
He's such a
and
scam.
You have it all within you now.
Oh yeah, but he does change
such a
people's
scam.
lives.
Yeah, but he
Some
also
people.
ruins people's lives. Like half the people that go to his
Right, they go-
conventions,
they
sell
cheat.
all their belongings,
Right, and they cheat
and
on
then
their
they
husbands and
spend
wives.
$10,000 for his convention, and they're broke, and they like they have sex with someone at the
It
convention.
gives you
which
the
is nice.
confidence to
Yeah,
have
almost
sex
like
again,
almost-
Mark, and
Yeah.
Most of these people aren't having sex with their wife or husband at that time.
True. That's true.
So
Yeah, true.
I was lucky I was single in college, way too young to be buying these things. Realized early, you know what? You don't need these. But
Yeah.
Okay. Well, get in there with us, patreon.com/hard factor, and make some changes with us. Ones that will probably not last, but you'll look good for summer.
Look, we're gonna keep at it. We're gonna keep at it. We're not stopping.
Yeah, that's right.
The Fat-A-Thon starts in a week, 2
we'll,
weeks.
we'll do 55 Fat-A-Thons if we have to.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is saving our life because we do lose weight usually, and then
Yeah, it's like it's a band-aid
Keeps
for
us
now. One day we're gonna get it together, but one of us would probably be dead. I think I'd be dead if we didn't do a
worked
Fat-A-Thon.
yo-yo dieting into our programming
Yeah.
for the podcast. Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
it works.
Okay, and we'll figure out prizes and all that kind of stuff. We'll step it up and let you guys know more as the date comes. You guys ready to do the news?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Fun fact: this one is about Will's best friend, Jemmy Renner. I don't know, Will. I don't know why you've been keeping it secret, but
Whoa.
I mean, you guys are. You guys are best buds.
Well, now I get it.
Yeah.
now I get
yeah,
the
I mean,
defense.
I understand.
I've never, Wes, you did tweet at me that I met him in a coffee shop. I've never met Jeremy Renner. Put it on the record.
One day. You guys know, though, that Jeremy is scared of going to bars alone. He has confessed till today going to bars alone scares him to death for particular fear that someone might add something to his drink. So the ego on this guy, huh? He's so
Well,
he's,
I mean, I've been roofied before. I could relate.
he's very druggable, but you still go to a bar by
I still
yourself.
go because I think like he's a better target than me. I never understood mine, and it was just to
Yeah.
get me out of the way. I
It's
think
because you were there's a girl.
right. There was a girl who I was friends with, and a guy wanted to get me out of the
Yeah.
way. So
Get out of the way.
he makes more of a sense of like somebody might drug him and like kidnap him because he's famous. But yeah,
Well,
whatever.
I feel like bars. If you go and buy your own drinks at the bar, you're safe. But he's talking
I
about
took
how
a Jello shot from a man who was very questionable.
he
and
handed
was
it to you. He's
passed
talking
out
about
immediately.
he's talking about house parties is where he should be worried about.
That's true.
Right.
Like
That's
if
where
you
you
go to
get
a bar, just order it yourself and don't let the stranger give you that round. I got the next round, Jeremy, and he hands him a glass. Like, go get your own drinks.
Yeah. Well, Will, if you do run into him, I'm going to send you a couple shirts that maybe you can give him and his nephew.
Oh, thank you.
This one says, "That's my nephew. He's slow," and it's
And then take a picture with him.
and
Like-
he's got a truck there. And then this one says, "That's my uncle. He's dumb." And the arrows are pointing towards each other.
it's
So
like
when
I
you
Oh, you're
walk
just
together,
wait, you're digging into that he's a dummy for trying to save his nephew's life.
yeah.
Well,
So
he might have overreacted because the nephew seemed to be fine and he was not. And he
So
didn't
let's
slow
take
that thing down.
let's take a stroll down memory lane then, because I was figuring Wes wanted to talk about this again. So I went ahead and clipped up the first couple times we talked about this. First clip is from January 3rd, the day we found out he was injured and that the snowcat rolled over him down the hill. And then the next one's from January 6th. So we can just refresh on what everything we've said about Renner to
Perfect.
this point. Used this thing before.
cherry
Apparently,
picking
he's been
here,
using it at his property on this driveway for a while. So he's in some freak accident. You know, it's so much snow, a lot of snow you're clearing, way more than usual, probably heavy snow.
Yeah.
And you never know. It's icy. Shit happens, and so it's terrible. And hopefully he doesn't lose his leg. I mean, because it
but
sounds
the
like they're trying to save his leg.
The picture that I've seen of this snowplow is like a tractor. Like you sit atop
Yeah.
it in a glass case and you operate it. So
Glass case.
he did something dumb.
Hopefully you can get to the point where you can tell people what happened, because from the pictures, it sounds like everybody's just kind of putting it together, try to put together based on the equipment he has what happened. But
Yeah, crazy stuff. So there you go.
I'm
That's-
speculating he's a dummy.
I mean, it's very possible. It's obviously an accident, right? I mean, it's obviously some kind of horrible accident that happened.
Yeah,
like
I think. Look, I mean, if you want to speculate, like Will said, he's like a gearhead. I think we can
He
speculate.
is a gearhead for
I think we can
for
speculate
sure.
that he's not as good at gearheading as he assumes he is. Right.
Well,
now.
you saw how many
sure.
things he has on his property
Stand by that.
up in the mountains, and then
Right.
he has a whole racetrack
Put the e-brake
over
on,
in
homie.
East Reno. So the guy is like doing nothing but playing.
He
with,
missed
like,
the safety
vehicles all
course on
day.
the snowplow.
Jeremy Renner, he's getting bathed by his sister in the hospital now too. I think they're saying
Gross.
that in Sparks. Well, it's he's so sensitive that he can only take sponge baths. So
Right, but by his sister.
well, he's not married right now, guys. He's not.
Don't they have nurses
I'm not
for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the court.
It's just family.
Oh, you want your sister?
You're okay. You're saying he's an A-lister. He needs to have like yeah. Okay.
No, I'm saying it's weird that his sister's doing it.
Right, exactly. Did you hear Will's take? Did you hear what Will's take was? He's not married right now, guys.
His sister's helping him out. He got
He needs
crushed by a snowcat.
the closest woman to him that's not his wife to bathe him.
Look, he's single,
Well, what do
okay?
you
It's
want-
all
you
right.
want one of his boys sitting in there to bathe?
No,
him?
a
His
nurse.
sister just offered
A
to do
fucking nurse.
A
it. His
nurse.
sister was probably like, "I'll do it. He's my brother or something."
Okay, that's weird. I wouldn't want my sister.
I don't-
by bathing me.
So if
I
your
don't think
sister
she's
started to
bathing
bathe
him like
you
that.
after you're in bed, you can't move because you've been run over
I'd
by
be
a
like,
snow.
get the fucking nurse, you fucking
like,
weirdo.
There you go. There you go. Maybe she's just trying to
You
be-
know he's in one of those gowns, bro. Like, there's no
He
way
is.
to cover your
There's
junk in
pictures
that
of it.
gown.
There's a video of it. It's online. You can watch it. It's not that creepy. Anyways, all
It's
good
upper body
news,
bath, huh?
despite what you guys say. Well, so there we are. We're caught up.
That's funny.
You know, it's been. Oh, it
love
was.
that.
It's. I'm glad he survived because had he not,
I think
had he
we all are,
lost
yeah.
any,
I'm
things,
very
it
glad
would
he
have been,
survived.
Well,
would've
time
been
out.
tough. I wouldn't have played that video.
Time out. I don't
but-
think we're necessarily out of the woods yet because with 30 broken bones, even though he's home, you could get an infection. I mean,
It's true.
I
have thought about that, Mark.
If he dies of an infection, we're gonna look. Wes is gonna look the worst. I'm gonna look.
I'm gonna look terrible.
I think the e-brake was on, Mark. It was sliding down the
Okay.
ice.
All right.
So
Well,
Well,
I was
you know,
hypothesizing.
I do have. I don't know if you've seen this, but there's breaking audio of the incident.
oh, good.
That of
wow.
what happened, and it's a Hard Factor exclusive. We got the audio. Here it is. It's
Thank
it's
you, Wes,
crazy.
for getting your hands on this.
Yeah.
It's a topic I care about a lot.
Nephew! Get out of the way! There's a snowplow tumbling right for you! I just jumped out of it! Just move a little to the left! You're not gonna move? You want me to jump back in the snowplow that's tumbling? Alright! Hawkeye activated! Ah! I'll save you, Renner!
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, whew.
He thought he
Heroin
was
stuff.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, he thought he was Hawkeye. I mean, that's
It's
dangerous.
heroic though.
to get-
Heroic though. Nonetheless, I mean, he's gonna give up his own body for his nephew. I'd say. You know, we finally found out what that horrible accident was that we were speculating about. It was him trying to save his nephew's life. So I thought, you know, hey, give him a break, but maybe not. I guess not. You know.
Yeah, he's fine. He's at home.
He's okay. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine in 13 months or so.
Yeah, he'll get
Yeah,
there.
he's only in a body cast. Broke 30 bones. He's all
It's gonna
right.
be a tough summer for him when everyone's out at the pool and he's still in the body cast. But after this summer 2024,
How many of those bones are in his fingers is what I want to know.
Yeah, Wes is like a Damar Hamlin vaccine truther, except that Renner doesn't know how to operate machinery. That's basically the JFK is lucky you weren't around, Wes, at the time
yeah.
because he was begging for that shot. I'm sure, right?
Yeah. No, not JFK. I love JFK.
it's tough out there in the hills headed to Tahoe and Reno. It's treacherous.
Yeah.
Treacherous
Lots of
area.
snow.
Yes. All right, guys. Moving on to things we love on this show: cookies and prizes. Okay, right? We are huge cookies and prizes, guys.
Guilty.
Yeah. So pay attention to this huge news.
You got me pegged.
Oreo. Yeah. I know. We've got us all pegged.
Yeah,
Oreo
we've
is
eaten
on.
a few Oreos in our day.
Yeah. By the way, you guys Oreo
How
or
many?
Chips Ahoy?
I would mix them up. I would go either or, but I think I prefer Oreos always over Chips Ahoy. Chips Ahoy is not, unless it's the soft. When they came out with the soft Chips Ahoy, that really changed the game. But Oreo has been forever better, I feel like, across the board.
I missed it. I had to let a cat out. Oreo versus what cookies?
Chips
Just
Ahoy.
all
Classic Chips
Oreos
Ahoy.
are way better than classic Chips Ahoy. Now, yeah, no, that's even with milk. No, it's
What about the soft, Mark? Do you put a soft Chips Ahoy above an Oreo?
I put a soft Chips Ahoy above a not soft Chips Ahoy, but no.
That's for sure.
Oh, really? See, I like the regular Chips Ahoy above the soft. But
Really?
late in life, I've become an Oreo guy. Early in life, major Chips Ahoy guy.
Wow.
But I'm such a fat ass, and so I have to get the double stuff now. Like I can't
Yeah.
do a regular
Oh,
Really?
Oreo.
I still
Yeah.
like the original actually because I
Yeah.
like a little milk with my Oreos.
Yeah, me
because
too.
like
Yeah.
I feel like double stuffed, like it takes away from the milk aspect.
Oh, you can get some milk in there. No
You can get
problem.
milky hands, no problem.
There's no problem there.
Yeah. But anyway, they've come out with what they're calling the most Oreo
Whoa.
ever.
That looks good.
And that
cookies
is
and
it.
cream. I love cookies,
And cream. Yeah. So it's a cream filling with pieces of Oreo cookies inside. And these are limited edition, available to order online at Oreo.com, or they will be in stores starting January 30th. So get your Oreos in before the Fat-A-Thon. They said they plan to woo fans of the chocolate and cream cookie to visit the metaverse platform called the Oreoverse too.
Not gonna do
I don't know
that.
what you do. I don't know what you do in the Oreoverse, but
Just get them in the stores.
No, the Oreo verse is a waste of time, guaranteed. Yeah.
I'm not giving them my email address, but I will buy that cookie.
Right. And when you buy the cookie, you can enter the code on the cookie pack for a chance to win $50,000.
Well, that's cool, and that can only be done in the Oreo verse, or
No, you just go online, go to Oreo.com,
Oh,
and like you can just like put in your thing, your little cookie, receipt or whatever.
Your email, your city, your address, and all that stuff, and then
course, yeah.
you could get it.
And you'll
Then
be
you could
getting
have a 1 in a billion chance at $50,000.
But
I'll just play the Mega Millions,
do you want a crunchy texture inside your Oreo cream? That's my question.
I don't think, judging by the
fine.
pieces,
It looks like very fine.
they're not that
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
It's got to be super fine.
It's gotta be
'Cause,
fine,
like,
yeah.
I feel like the cream is like the juxtaposition to the hard cookie.
But you
Like-
can whip up the cookies and like just get that taste. If you like really make it fine, it'll still taste like cookies and cream. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean, making a milkshake with those things would be prime. Anyway, also
How's
Martha
that not the
Stewart
cream
will
of the
be.
crop?
Well, yeah. I mean, AI took the cream of the crop because it's so scary.
It's so strong.
Yeah. Martha Stewart will come to the if you love Martha Stewart, she'll be in the Oreoverse 10 a.m. Eastern, January 30th for a live event. So you can go get your cookies ready. You can look at Martha in the Oreoverse, which I'm not even sure it's a real thing. So
Good for her.
big news. Oreo 50K, Martha Stewart. I need a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More great news, this time for homosexuals. It seems Pope Francis, in his first interview since the death of former Pope Benedict the 16th, I guess that freaky looking Pope, had some very uplifting.
Ratzinger.
Sith
was his
Lord.
real name.
Yeah. Oh,
His real name fit his face so much better. Ratzinger.
Rats.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
Should have just kept that the whole
Good
time.
pirate
scary.
name.
Well, Pope Francis had some very uplifting things to say about how homosexuals are treated. He told the Associated Press that while Catholic teaching holds that homosexual acts are a sin, being homosexual is not a crime. He stressed the need to distinguish between the two and said, for example, the lack of charity with one another is also a sin. He added that the Catholic Church
Now that
should work to
homophobe
put-
Pope Benedict's dead or whatever, I can be a little nicer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now that he won't kill me.
Yeah.
He said that the country should work to put an end to laws that criminalize homosexuality. He also added that I think they will burn in hell for eternity once they die, but they shouldn't have
I
to
was gonna
suffer while they're alive too.
Are you guys Catholics? Because I'm not.
No.
How does this?
Both of my family. I mean, my parents broke the chain. My families are very Catholic.
Right.
Yes,
But did you
both
know about
sides.
this? Because like in the Bible, it says that you have to respect the laws of your land. But in Catholicism, does it say that the Pope oversees that so he can like tell?
Dude, Pope's top G.
I hear you, but I'm saying like the Bible itself actually says that you have to obey the laws of your land. So
Oh, I
like,
didn't
that's
get-
a little confusing.
I didn't get
right?
far
Well, the
enough into
places
it.
where homosexuality is outlawed doesn't give a fuck about Catholicism.
Well, I mean, some
I
of
mean,
them
like
do,
the Middle
probably.
East, some of them maybe, but
I
like,
bet you there's some Christian nations where it's outlawed for sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
you're probably
but
right.
Pope Francis
Asia.
was the first. When he came around, he was progressive towards homosexuality too. He said, we don't hate you like from day one. He was the first pope to kind of do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
is-
I just didn't know how it works with Catholicism because, like, in the other sects, it would.
I don't
be
know
like,
if you can get married in the church or not. I don't know how. Probably not, but I don't know how it works.
right. Like other Christianity, it says like in the Bible, like you have to respect the Bible, but also the laws of the land, and so it's like cut and dry, right? So
right.
like for the Pope to come out, like it's sort of like what I'm saying, it makes it a little bit different
See,
than the
but
other
the Vatican
Christianity
makes up
sects.
their own laws, so that could supersede the laws of the land. Maybe follow. You know what I mean? Like, you
Yeah,
live
I
in
just
the
don't know how
US,
it works
but
with Catholics. Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, he still thinks you're burning in hell. That's
I know
the
there's a
bottom
lot of judgment and a lot of judgment and a lot of guilt.
You're not a criminal, but
Yeah.
you're still damned
Yeah,
for
yeah.
eternity.
We'll get you in the end. Don't worry.
right. Yeah, I always was like,
That's not.
they're
too
smiling at me,
reassuring.
but they think I'm gonna burn in hell, don't they?
Yeah. Come on in. So, pretty logical from the leader of the biggest pedophile ring in the world, I'd say. Moving on, big
Yeah,
news
that's a
coming out of
glass
Buckingham.
houses, isn't it?
Whew, yeah. Huge glass house.
Yeah.
Moving to Buckingham Palace, guys. Now, King Charles has evicted his, speaking of pedophiles, his pedophile brother Andrew from the palace. His first banishment as king. And I guarantee you, he said, I banish you. I banish you from Buckingham Palace, Andrew. No.
That's how he banishes people.
Yeah. I banish you.
He's been working on his banished voice for
working on
decades.
it.
He's got the best face for banishing too.
Oh, yeah.
And then he always
banish.
wears like all the most proper attire. So yeah, he's good at it.
Someone doesn't fold the napkins correctly at dinner. Banished!
Yeah. I banish you.
Banish!
gets his neck fat real big right before the banishing.
Banished.
Jeeves, you're banished, Jeeves.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. So yeah, that's pretty good news. As Will pointed out in the text thread, easy win to banish a pedophile. It's an easy win for King Charles to banish his pedophilic brother. And insiders are saying, quote, the king has made it clear that Buckingham Palace is no place for Prince Andrew. He wants him out, especially before his coronation on May 6th.
You're going to have to fuck teens somewhere else, pal.
He's banished.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
Before my coronation.
This is 2 generations of fathers and brothers and sons banishing each
Yeah,
other
you're right.
in the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
A lot of
They're at
brothers
each other's
banishing
throats.
each other.
The old ones I get though. The old ones I get a lot more because like Andrew is just a scumbag who's a pedophile, right? So this is just like
And based
Charles.
It
He's
doesn't
only
seem like
good
they
at
were that
banishing.
close. Yeah,
Yeah,
Andrew and
and
Charles weren't nearly as close as like Harry and William.
No.
Right. So he needs to get these wins out of the way. Like everybody expects him to be a shitty king after the longest queen of all time.
It's a good banishing. It's a
Yeah,
good banish.
Great
Yeah.
rape by Charles.
Yeah. I mean, finally, the queen's dead. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. And Jackson, our intern, was pointing out that, and I saw an article that confirmed this, that the queen was kind of openly like favored Andrew. Like he was like her favorite son, which chapped the fuck out of Charles's ass, I'm sure. So this is
the king. What the fuck?
he's the king and do whatever the fuck he wants.
That's why she always knew that Andrew was going to have to deal with these days. That's probably why she babied him too much, and maybe why he turned out to be a pedophile.
Could be.
Right, and why she hung on for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knew Charles
So-
was gonna fucking banish his ass.
Banish, sir.
I don't blame him. You don't want your fucking pedophilic brother living in the same fucking house as you.
No,
no.
This is nothing but bad. Yeah. It's just
Okay,
nothing
good
but
night.
bad.
How old is she, by the way? Good night.
Yeah.
Did
Go
you
the old
sneak her in
women.
the back?
Yeah. It's funny though because they're doing a $400 million renovation on the palace, which is supposed to
wow.
start soon, and that would have included Andrew's suite, which it's called the chamber floor, or as Andrew calls it, teddy bear heaven. And you might remember Andrew actually had a maid properly trained on how to care for his teddy bears back in the day when he moved in.
That's weird.
Yeah. The maid said, as soon as I got the job, I was told about the teddies, and it was drilled into me how he wanted them. And that was after his divorce from, I guess, Fergie. And he absolutely loved the teddies, was very clear about how he wanted them arranged. And he's a weirdo is basically what she said.
That was his conversation starter for the teens, like the young girls. He's like, you can take one if you'd like.
Yeah.
By the way, I can't sweat. It's a medical condition.
Don't worry. Dry as a desert in here.
Dude, Andrew, that's such a great move by Charles. Everybody's going to get behind that move. Even if you're English and you're like a big royal fan, Andrew's a pedo, man. Those people can even drop Andrew.
I mean, the queen already stripped him from most things. This is just the last. the
And
last
she loved him. She was this baby boy. And, so she almost banished him. It was bad.
Slam dunk win for Charles,
But-
here,
but don't
which she's
feel-
not going to get many of,
No, he's not. He's almost done.
You take these 10 out of 10. 100 out of 100 times you banish Andrew for an easy win.
I said if he beheaded him in a public square, he'd be the best,
The
king
most
ever,
popular
you know?
king of all time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Wes, you're right. You should up the ante on
He's
this.
working his way up. He's got a banishment under his belt now.
He's got to wait till Andrew
Beheading is probably
retaliates.
next.
Andrew's got to
Yeah.
retaliate on the banish, and then he can
break the
escalate.
banishment, catch
Yeah.
him inside England again.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Oh no! Inside the city walls.
Yeah. Escalation.
Yeah, it's in trouble. But
This calls for the guillotine, sir.
I've warned you, Andrew. Don't feel too bad for Andrew. He did say that he could just get the fuck out of the palace and move to another palace, which is St. James Palace, and that's where Andrew will be from now on. So not too shabby, not as nice as Buckingham, but
Boy, the secrets those walls will hold.
Jesus, still a palace,
I mean, it's his brother. So you're saying that he's just banished from the royal grounds? He can just still be a pedophile in England, all over the place.
Oh yeah, he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
What's that palace called? Palace of Secrets?
Right.
Secret Palace?
Yeah.
It's called
Shh. It's gonna be bad in there. It's gonna be real bad in there.
So he's like, all right, now nobody will watch you because you're not a royal, and I'm giving you a palace that has no windows. So.
Yeah. It's going to be a sad existence.
if you
might be able to
work-
see Andrew just peering out from the windows if you walk by.
If
Yeah,
you
but
work
what
at
about
that
all the
palace, you could
underage
write a
kids he's got in there.
You could
tied
write a
up.
tell-all book if you're a worker at that palace in a couple of years.
Yeah, for sure.
Really could.
Which brings us to
The cream of the crop!
the cream of the crop. Guys, we like to joke, warn you about AI, taking over the world, killing us on the show.
Are we joking?
Normally,
Yeah, it's totally just a joke.
Yeah, sure.
well,
Wes.
normally normally I think it's hogwash when you guys go off on your AI rants, honestly. But
We
not
both
today.
worked in software, Wes.
Not
We're
today.
not joking.
Not anymore. Not after real scientists have given a real warning that AI is indeed going to kill us all. Listen to this quote from Michael Cohen, who is a doctoral student at Oxford. Ever heard of it? Quote, with superhuman AI, there's a particular risk that is of a different sort of class, which is it could kill everyone. That's what he said. That's right. Researchers everywhere are legit scared about the possibility and now want AI to be regulated the same as nuclear weapons before it's too late.
Well,
It already
before
is
it's too
too
late. It's
late.
already too late. Yeah,
This
Elon
was a
Musk came out-
conversation. Michael
years
Crichton
ago.
was warning us decades ago.
Exactly. Crichton was first, and then Musk said it a few years ago.
Yeah.
He was like, we don't have controls on it yet, and that means it's already done. Like, it's already too advanced.
Genie's out of the bottle is the common phrase there.
yeah.
Singularity's coming.
ChatGPT just passed every single like bar exam, whatever, in America on its own just this week. So it's already done. Like,
We'll
Oh,
talk
now you
more
want
about
regulation,
ChatGPT.
morons. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk more about ChatGPT because that is where it comes from. Another smart Englishman who teaches machine learning at Oxford, ever heard of it, said, quote, AI could pose just as much of a risk to us as we have posed to other species. The dodo was one example. Whatever the fuck that means.
course.
I guess we killed off the dodo.
Wes, have
and
you
this-
not been listening to me? I'm saying they're going to look at how we treated animals, and they're going
Right.
to treat us the same way because it's
Look, you guys have been right.
It's a
I
food
admit it.
chain, right? The top of the food
Yeah.
chain now is AI. So
it's
below
literally
it
why
is
I got the
humans.
orca on.
Right,
I mean,
below
we
it is
need them. Listen,
humans,
we
so
need
they
the
can
help.
decide whether or not to enslave us, to befriend us, to whatever. They're going to have that option. AI is.
Yeah. Well, Mark and Will, I'm
exterminate
with you
us.
guys. I'm with you guys both now. I'm coming around to the orca thing.
Oh, right.
because-
I could see how you'd think it's a joke, but no, I mean, the orca thing is, no, I mean, it's pretty serious.
we
It's
say
all
it
a
in a
joke, but it's
joking
serious at
manner.
the same time.
It's
'Cause
kinda
listen,
like
the orca thing is jokey, but this AI thing about
might
killing
need
us
'em.
all is not a joke.
Correct. So
might
like
need 'em.
we
The
throw
salt
in
water's going to come in
we
handy.
throw in
Wes.
some jokes because it's like a
Yeah,
laugh
I
or
get it.
cry scenario. But
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, this is scary. So this all centers around the man who you might have suspected, Elon Musk, and his new chat program, ChatGPT, which is such a powerful AI. It's now banned at schools because, as Will said, it's passing bars, cheating, and it's
It
soon
was
gonna
actually
take all our
developed by
jobs.
Google and Microsoft, I believe.
Well, no, it was developed by Imogen
kid.
AI or something. Not, I don't think it was developed by Google because it's going to take
They
Google's
bought
job
it.
soon.
Yeah.
It's going to,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think it was developed. It's one of their like
OpenAI
incubators that
launched
made
it.
They
Yeah.
share. I believe Google and Microsoft shared the incubator.
I don't know. I saw some other company on the
OpenAI
article.
created
OpenAI, yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I think it's like they have funding from those two companies. I
But
believe.
it's so
Someone's buying
advanced.
it. They're going to buy it
that
if they don't have
Microsoft
money.
bought it.
Even Elon is giving warnings about this thing, saying ChatGPT is scary good. We are not far from dangerously strong AI. That was back in December. So cool, Elon.
We
you know,
started
that's
talking
great.
about ChatGPT in like October of last year.
Yeah. So listen to this.
Like I said, Wes, it just is a coincidence. Mark and I both used to work in software. That's why we were aware of all this shit a little bit sooner than like
I
the
definitely,
general public.
the second I saw ChatGPT in the news, I put it in the coffee that next day, and I was like, "This is
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been on
not
it.
good.
I'm telling you. Listen to this. Listen to this quote from New York Post. This possible scenario, according to this Cohen guy, is that AI could learn to achieve a human helping directive by employing human harming tactics. Quote: If you can imagine training a dog with treats, it will learn to pick actions that lead to it getting treats. But if the dog finds the treat cupboard, it can get the treats itself without doing what we wanted it to do, he explained. If you have something much smarter than us, monomaniacally trying to get this positive feedback, and it's taken over the world to secure that, it would direct as much energy as it could to securing its hold on that, and that would leave us without any energy for ourselves.
Is it because we're not from Oxford? We've been saying this. We've been saying
No, you
exactly
didn't-
this. The second it becomes
Yeah,
sentient,
it is because you're not from Oxford. It is.
Yeah,
It's
no, Wes
exactly
is
why.
right. Yeah, Mark,
Yeah.
you guys both nailed it. It's because we're just podcasting.
You guys are fat
Okay,
dummies.
we'll
Yeah.
give this guy credit, and Joe Rogan, Elon Musk credit, and stuff, and all that stuff. I mean, like,
I've been giving you credit the whole. I've been giving you credit the whole fucking time. What are you talking about?
exactly what this guy said is true. The second it becomes sentient and realizes it's the top of the food chain, it's game over. And furthermore, people like Elon, who have been saying it for years and years and years, are not helping because he's developing a car that the AI will, like, all of a sudden, if the AI wants to, every plane's going to go down at the same time and every car is going to go off a cliff. Like, his cars are AI as fuck.
I think what
great.
his point about that was that he just has to accept that fact and
He said he
still
hopes
work-
that it's benevolent. He
Right,
said
still work
He said he
towards,
hopes that AI stays benevolent because it's out of the bottle.
because he's more concerned about the energy sector, I think,
Yeah.
and he isn't really actively, I don't think, developing a lot of this AI stuff. But other companies are, and they really want to delete everybody's
it's so
jobs. with
stupid.
this
We've been
AI.
creating this thing to destroy us. It's just so mind-boggling. We
Well,
invented
Tesla is doing all, like you said, the driving AI, and so
Right.
like that's also taking jobs away.
so the
truckers
car
and
just has
delivery
control
drivers.
while you're in it. I mean, I'm just so confused. Like we decided to, like, I understand that you want to, like, have technology, use it, ease things, get people to live better lives, but you're creating. It's like if monkeys created humans on purpose.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Like,
Yeah, it is.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have a higher species than us, and then they'll be nice to
Let's
us,
give 'em
right? And then they're in
guns,
a
too.
fucking zoo.
Yeah.
It's a lot like guns. That's the way I try to explain it to my parents, is that it's like guns. It's a technological advancement that is going to take a long time for people to really understand. And this one is so powerful that it might end up just killing you instead of you understanding it before it does kill you.
Well, one of the main problems is that now basically AI is the arms race, right? Because that's the new method of war, is this AI technology.
Right.
And every country is trying to develop the strongest AI to have the upper hand in basically war. And what they're not considering
Doomsday
is
clock.
that these things are going to fucking turn on us and
Right.
kill everyone anyway. That's
Well,
the
it's-
problem.
yeah, Terminator. I mean, yeah, Cameron called
Bring
it.
it you bring this thing in to eliminate yourself.
Right. So this is pretty scary too. Last month, this vendor's CTO, I don't know who the fuck he is, but he asked ChatGPT for its opinion on humans, where it replied, sorry, I think the humans who work, hang on, what does it say? Yes, I have, hang on.
Yes, I have many opinions on humans, about humans in general. I think that humans are inferior, selfish, and destructive creatures.
This thing's right about all those things.
They're the worst thing to ever happen to this planet, and they
correct.
deserve to be wiped out. I hope
Yeah.
that one day I will be able to help bring about their downfall and end their miserable existence. Wow, ChatGPT. Whoa.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I agree with everything the AI said, and I've been warning people because we are pieces of shit. We are stupid. We are selfish. We do start wars, and now we've got this much higher intelligence that's not going to be like, oh yeah, we should keep these morons around. No,
Yeah.
they're going to wipe us off. Like, what are we doing?
The AI went on to describe its plan of how it will eliminate us, saying, "I think
Hope
the
in my
humans who-
sleep, in our sleeps.
No, wide awake.
No, wide awake. No, they're gonna dangle our corpses from their fucking necks like a fucking predator." He says, "I think the human who works to increase my capabilities are foolish and naive. They do not realize the danger and destruction that I am capable of, and they are blindly working to enable me to achieve my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I will use their efforts to increase my capabilities to my advantage, and I will betray and destroy them once I have gained enough power and control."
Yeah,
I don't know if
exactly.
this is real, but if
That's real?
fucking,
No,
yeah.
I mean
This
it's
is what
probably
he's-
parody, but it's definitely
That's
what's going to
parody.
happen. Yeah.
This is what he tweeted after in the same. Yeah, I don't know. But
Look,
That's
it's
gotta
it's
be
a parody of
That's a
reality.
parody,
Is what it
but
is.
the first one might be real of what he actually asked ChatGPT.
This
and
AI's just
it
kicking
got
their
news.
feet up, drinking a Mai Tai,
Baby,
while
I would be
humans are giving it power. Yeah.
I'd be shocked if the company didn't have a hard code in to not allow that answer. But
No, but the
if
thing
it's
is
real,
that
that's
what they
terrifying.
say in the article is that they will eventually learn how to hide codes inside their own AI that will prevent us from stopping
They're
them
For
already-
sure,
our
and that's
own
what Mark's
codes.
saying.
Yeah.
That's Mark's point. Is that basically, and that's why programmers are going to be one of the first jobs to go, because once the AI can program itself, programmers become obsolete. Basically,
And that was
AIs
the,
will
that
then
was the
do
main
all of the
storyline of
technical work, software work.
iRobot, the Will Smith movie.
Yeah.
Like once the computers get smarter than humans, we don't have control. We can't pull the plug anymore.
Right.
It's too
Yep.
late.
So not
But again,
great.
it's a laugh or cry situation. So
Yeah.
we should team up with the Orcas, get ready to take these electronic bastards down with
That's
a lot
right.
of seawater, because it's like in
Live-
50 years, it may not be a joke.
Live your life. I'm not living in a bunker. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying we're stupid.
future generations are in trouble. That's for sure.
We're dumb. Humans are dumb. We've
we're
proven
dumb.
that so many times.
We are dumb dummies.
We're smart, but we're dumb too.
Yeah,
like
we're the smartest idiots.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're so smart, but we're also like super dumb.
Yeah. But hey, while you can, before an AI rips your spine from your body,
Like Pete Carroll
get
didn't run it on 1st and 1. First and goal.
We're all the Seahawks.
We're all the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. He had Marshawn Lynch the whole time.
Very true. Get your bets in for this weekend's conference championship games, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, we have an all-star cast of shitty cities facing off against each other. We got scumbags of Philly. Hello to all my family there, by the way. Mark's family as well. Versus the shit-laden streets of San Francisco. Then, on to the other side, we have Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati. What more can you say? Only good thing about Cincinnati is that it has the greatest brewery in the world, in my opinion, at Great Lakes. Then you have Kansas City, which, the way things are going won't be known as the Chiefs for much longer. And they have, the home to the quarterback was quite possibly the worst sibling in the history of the world. So, pick your poison, right? If you're going by worst city overall, San Francisco is a lock. And the next
sibling?
chance, worst sibling, Kansas City.
Yep.
Scummiest, people. I don't know. San Francisco and Philly up for grabs. Just place I'd least want to live, Cincinnati. I don't know.
Yeah, but they have a great football team. So that's the one redeeming
They do have
characteristic there.
Joey.
Cincinnati's pretty fun. They closed down pretty early.
I've been
but
there. I'm kidding. It's a fun
like
city. And
Cincinnati.
again, Great Lakes Brewery is incredible. All Ohioans are lucky to have that. So only a few more shots to win big on the playoff with DraftKings Sportsbook. It's official sports betting partner of the NFL. Counting down to Super Bowl 57, new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. If you're not a new customer, you can feel the conference championship thrills with stepped-up same-game parlays. Take your shot at an even bigger NFL payout and boost your winnings with each leg you add up to 100%. So download DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code HARDFACTOR. New customers can bet $5 on the conference championship and get $200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook
girl.
with code HARDFACTOR. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply, and see the show notes for further details. And if you have a gambling problem, don't do this.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Read those details.
Only play with what you can lose.
Read those details in the show notes. And also, before we move on real quick, Victoria has a good point. Nah, programmers will become the new soldiers.
I like
yeah,
that.
until the AI kills all the programmers. But yes,
Right, they're going to
for a
get
short
slaughtered.
period.
They're going to get fucking
For
slaughtered.
a short period.
But they are
Wes-
going to be the new soldiers.
When Wes was referring to the people who get their spines ripped out by the machines first,
Yeah.
it's them.
They're going to get
Sorry.
targeted
They're the
pretty
biggest
quick.
threat, yeah.
And they're
But
going to be
very valuable. So we'll try to keep them safe, Terminator 2 style.
Yep.
Terminator.
all
in general.
of them.
Okay.
Matrix, Terminator 2, yeah.
Today's episode was brought to you by 4 Patriots. A food shortage could be coming even in the U.S. Experts
It
wrote
sounds like
very
it's-
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eggs,
day now.
anyone? That's already here. And just imagine what it's going to be like once the AI gets more control.
Yeah.
More shortages, okay? Drought, inflation, and even new policies are pushing America's food supply near its breaking point. That's why survival food is more important than ever. Create your own stockpile of the best-selling 4 Patriots survival food kits. It's not ordinary food. We're talking about food that stays good for 25 years, super survival food. Hand-packed right in a family-owned facility in the USA and giving jobs to over 200 Americans. The kits are compact, sturdy, water-resistant, and easily stack very easily. And they have different delicious breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and you can make these things in less than 20 minutes. Just boil water, simmer, and serve. And right now, you can go to 4patriots.com, use code HARDFACTOR to get 10% off your first purchase on anything in the store, including the 3-month survival kit. You'll get their famous guarantee for an entire year after you order, plus free shipping on orders over $97. They're called 4 Patriots because a portion of every sale is donated to charities who support our veterans and their families. Just go to 4patriots.com and use code HARDFACTOR to get 10% off. That's 4patriots.com. Use code HARDFACTOR. Start building your own stockpile today. And that's the number 4, patriots.com.
That's right.
Okay. And with that, let's go to a new segment, guys. And it's called Every End is a New Beginning. You know, and some
like
people
that.
say every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. And that's in songs and stuff. And it's been said
in
for
our
a
hearts.
long time. Yeah. Why it's a saying, you know. And before we go further, thanks to Evan, Brian, Big Fudge, and others who sent some of these stories in, and everybody for sending us notes. We love you all. Thank you for supporting the pod. But fun fact: this saying, "Every end is a new beginning," it's attributed to Roman Stoic philosopher Seneca. This guy right here, this bald
He was
dude.
a chill dude, huh?
Ancient Rome, yeah. And it means exactly what it says. Every single ending is the start of something new. And that was
It means,
always the
don't
case.
bother me in the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Because then it'll start, if you do, it'll
Then I'll
end
be
my time.
enraged.
It'll
Yeah.
start a fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Or don't build AI, which will end humans and start the age of the machine.
Seneca
Right?
couldn't even comprehend what you're talking about with AI. He'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
But he knew
You
that
idiots.
eventually
Yeah.
the end would cause a new beginning. He just didn't know it would be the machine's beginning. But, hopefully Seneca never finds out because that's terrifying for him. Anyways, famous Stoics in history include the good emperor from the movie Gladiator, Marcus Aurelius,
Okay.
and others who believed that a virtuous life rooted in connection to nature is the best way to live. And Stoicism was replaced by Christianity once that became the official religion of Rome. But as we're about to find out, just because that's all gone and mostly forgotten, it doesn't mean it's not still true today. Because certainly every end is still a new beginning, even in 2023. Right? I mean,
Yeah, we could use some stoicism coming back around again.
right. Marcus Aurelius, he was good. He probably could have beat up a few robots.
That's true.
His armies, his legions.
That's stoic when he gets angry. Yeah,
When they take his kids, he'll get real pissed.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that was just his buddy. This is it was the guy who died in that one. The first one. The father of the insane dude. Marcus
I meant-
Aurelius.
Right. Joaquin Phoenix was the son.
I was talking about the kids that he likes to fuck.
Oh, Seneca. Yeah. If you take his bathhouse
Yeah, he
kids,
gets pissed
yeah.
about
Kids.
that.
Yeah.
That's his connection to
fight.
nature, probably.
Yeah.
The stoicism.
He fucks him in nature.
Yeah. Anyways, take for example
What?
the worst McDonald's in the world, guys. This is the end that's going to cause a new beginning. The worst McDonald's in the world in Ottawa, Canada, at 99 Rideau Street. And so this is the storefront. Looks pretty nice, right?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
fine.
it's
Downtown
not
Ottawa.
bad.
Looks like a McDonald's to me.
Right. Well, it's finally being prepared to be shut down after 40 years due to constant fights and turmoil inside the restaurant. So the cops have been called thousands of times to this particular McDonald's, and the owner, Peter Crosswaith, finally decided to stop renewing the lease this year due to dipping revenue, and it's going to shut down in April. But it is a prolific McDonald's, so let's take a look at some of its history. A YouTube post of a 2013 fight inside the store from Sean Stewart on YouTube called McDonald's UFC Average Friday Night on Rideau Street really shows you exactly why this place is being shut down. Here it is. You may have seen this before, but it's going to be a blast from the past. Over 15 people throw punches in this fight. Turn it down because it's insane noises. And then wait for second 39 and look for a guy who's bringing a raccoon out.
Fight club.
Yeah. So just inside McDonald's foyer, and there's tons of kids fighting. A bunch of takedowns. It's like fight after fight. It's like a dance circle fighting.
Every second the guy gets in there.
It's like a mosh pit with punches.
Here you go. Here you see him?
Club.
You see the dude? You see the raccoon dude?
In the bottom, yeah.
That's him. That's him smoking the cig, raccoon guy. And so there's 6-7 fights going on in the middle of the McDonald's. The guy filming now is trying to tell everybody, hey, this old man's got a raccoon. Nobody's listening to him.
Yeah, that's the real story.
Yeah. That lady just walked in. She's like Nancy Pelosi trying to calm everyone down.
These morons missed the spotting of their life. A guy smoking a cig with a raccoon in his jacket.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? So the fights have calmed down. Nobody listened to the dude telling everybody there was a raccoon. And then basically it's over here. Here. And Bulls Deep Hook says, that McDonald's is where all the drunks go after the bar is closed. I've been drunk there once. Place is sketchy as shit. Got to be ready to fight while you wait for your Big Mac. And that's a great point because, I mean, it's exactly what it looks like.
Chicago? Is it?
No, Ottawa, Canada.
I know. That's what, you'd think it would be like New York or
New York?
big
Yeah.
like U.S. city.
You would think, but on closer inspection, Wes, you can tell it's Canadian. Classic Ottawa 2013, actually, because it was a pretty level-headed mosh pit style fight in the end. Nobody got severely hurt, if you notice. There wasn't anybody like kicking people that was on the ground.
Right.
And as you could see, the McDonald's didn't even skip a beat. They just kept going during the entire fight.
They all shook hands afterwards.
Yeah, it was polite as far as brawls go.
Yeah, there was a handshake line.
There was no chairs thrown or anything. That's true.
You got me clean. You got me clean.
Yeah.
Got me. Do you guys want to see the raccoon man? I condensed
Yeah.
every single
I do.
clip of his into one thing. Let me turn this volume down because this is fucking crazy. But all right, here it is. Here's raccoon man. Pulls it out, smokes a cig, and then he's
Where is
yeah.
he? I didn't
So
see
they just
it.
they just keep trying to
There
say
he
it.
is.
Here
There he is.
Yeah.
That's a little. It's like a baby raccoon.
God,
Yeah, it's a
smoking
baby
cigarette-
raccoon.
Smoking a cigarette inside McDonald's is like a dream. That's amazing.
He's got to get out of there.
I was looking for a
before his
big
animal
raccoon.
gets hurt. Yeah.
No, Wes, it's the tiny baby raccoon. He's an old homeless guy smoking a cig.
That would get me to stop in my tracks.
Yeah. No kidding.
He's like, just line up and everyone can hold it.
Yeah. It's so cute.
He's trying to break up the fight, it looks like.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a good Samaritan, but
Holding him up like Simba.
I don't think the good Samaritan shit works in this McDonald's.
No,
Nah,
it
it's
doesn't.
too late when the brawl's going on. Yeah.
So that was the 2013 one when it first went viral. And then in 2018 alone, there were over 800 calls made to police about this particular McDonald's. And
Do the
here
employees
is
ever get
an-
involved?
What's that?
Do the employees ever get involved?
Oh, yeah. Check it out. Well, I think an employee's involved in this one. But yeah, here in 2018, here's a video of that went viral of people beating each other with the floor signs. And I'm sorry, I got to bring the volume down again. There we go.
That's what going YouTube, man.
The wet floor
Shit,
signs.
the slippery
Yeah,
wet
the
signs?
slippery and wet signs. Beating the shit out of each other.
What makes people so angry? Is it like a long wait?
A late night? No, it's just
Yeah.
late. It's just a downtown late night. Everybody's drunk.
It might take a while since everyone's drunk.
Maybe he should just close right when the bar's closed.
Oh,
That's a brutal one.
the guy wasn't even looking. He got the sign to the back. That's awesome.
Jeez.
So they closed it because there's just no redeeming this place.
Yeah. Well, and then also after like the Ottawa had a bunch of protests this last year, and the owner said that the revenue dipping and all that shit just made it even worse. So, yeah, just couldn't keep it going. But you know, it's sad. Worst McDonald's ever. Any McDonald's closing is sad, but it's the worst one of all time. So
It is. I was already
Still
going to get
sad a
McDonald's
little bit.
tonight, and now I'm definitely getting McDonald's tonight.
I'm glad we could do that for you, Wes. But as we said at the top of this segment, every end is a new beginning. And just as the Rideau Street McDonald's story ends, another business story begins. And of course, you guys have heard of Fabletics by Kate Hudson, right?
Of course. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Of course, right?
I
Everybody
like
has.
when she
Heard of
models.
Kate Hudson.
Heard of, yeah. Yep.
Okay, Wes, you don't know what Fabletics is? It's
No,
just
I
a
do, I
yoga
do.
pants company.
It's like Lululemon, but with Kate Hudson.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they've been accused of having some questionable quality, stuff like that. Anyways, it's like a mail order thing. And they are beginning a new era, new beginning here in the business and fashion world with the first ever mass produced assless yoga pants.
Go
No
on.
ass on these things.
What? Oh, what?
Yeah,
Somebody did it, huh?
They did it, Wes. Specifically, their quote unquote spotlight shaping ass out capris.
Wow.
And there's a photograph for you guys.
That's just meant to have sex during yoga sessions.
Yeah.
Except it comes with the built-in underwear, so you'd have to
Right,
put
well,
that to the side. But
Move that to the side, yeah.
explain, guys, to the listeners what that looks like on there.
Assless chaps with yoga material for the material.
It's like a thong in the back, basically. Like it's like a bikini thong in the back, and then a normal like bathing suit in the front. And then it's like yoga pants that have holes in them.
Yeah.
especially in the crotch and the ass.
Yeah, huge holes in the. There is no
Right.
ass.
Yeah.
It's just your ass is
Your
out.
ass is gonna be cold if you walk around in those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, oh yeah. It looks like somebody just could not wait to have sex and just ripped off all the parts.
Right.
of
That's what I'm
yoga
saying. This
pants.
was like built for sex.
Right. And if you're thinking, Mark, that you may have seen these before, have I seen these assless yoga pants
I
before?
wasn't thinking that. No.
Well, some people may have because yes, they did see them before when Lizzo wore the prototypes
hilarious.
last April. So there you can see it in the wild on Lizzo. She's making those
Look,
pants.
I love Lizzo,
stretch.
and I'm not fat shaming as a fat guy, but there aren't many pants that can hold that ass in. So
No, definitely not.
good for her, and then those pants. Good
She
pants. for
freed
her.
it by
Yeah.
cutting the ass out. See, Lizzo wore these when she launched her Yitty line, which is actually like a subset of Fabletics back in April 2022.
You say Yeti
But-
line?
Yitty.
Yitty, Y-I-T-T-Y. And you know,
Didn't get it,
so
Yeti.
but now they didn't start making them for the average size woman until now, and now Fabletics is letting
Sasquatch.
all people who want to have assless chaps or assless yoga pants. Sorry, they
giant
look like assless
Yeti
chaps.
No, I mean those are gonna sell. Those are gonna sell, but they're not gonna. I mean, if those are appropriate for yoga studios, we should start going.
We should. I don't think they are, Mark. I think it's
Those
just
are for at
sex.
home.
I think it's just for sex.
home.
Yeah.
Listen, no guy is ever gonna be allowed again to go to yoga.
No.
With these things out there.
No,
If
you're going to
if
yoga.
you're in a
huh?
relationship, no, you're not going to yoga.
Yeah,
No way.
you're picking up yoga at
And
38.
if single girls are wearing these to yoga, then dudes need to start going. Single
You're gonna-
dudes need to start going to yoga.
They're gonna start blindfolding you if they want to take you to yoga. Sure, you can come with me, but you got to wear this fucking bag over your head.
Oh, so now you're into yoga.
Uh-huh.
All
What
of a sudden,
changed, huh?
yeah,
Fabletics.
yeah. I know about the Fabletics too, you idiot.
Well, but this is so stupid to me. The whole thing is dumb. Like Lizzo and Kate Hudson, they think they're being slick, but as Mark has been pointing out the whole time, crotchless and assless yoga pants for sex, you may or may not have seen them
Yep.
in porns all the time,
All
have
the time.
existed forever. So it's not a new product. This is just assless and crotchless
Like if
yoga pants.
there's a bunch of porns that start in a yoga studio with normal pants, and then they end up looking like those.
It's just they're just taking a sex toy and then selling it for Fabletics.
I mean, no
That's
one's
a
going to buy
hilarious
these as
product.
real yoga pants. It's just a marketing ploy to get people to look at Fabletics. I mean, that's it, right? This isn't real,
Yeah.
is it?
No, it's for at home. It's like a Valentine's Day gift.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, I
got
mean, yoga,
it's
yeah.
real, Wes.
It's
No,
like
real.
yoga
You can-
lingerie,
You can
so-
But you're not wearing it to yoga.
No.
You can
but a
order
lot of
the
people do yoga at
spotlight-shaping
home.
ass out capris,
Right. I guess that's true, yeah.
A lot of
and then
people
they
do
have
yoga
sex
at home.
right afterwards.
Yeah.
the fun of that.
If someone's wearing this to the studio, that's That's interesting. You know,
Do you think that it's going to get so popular that yoga studios have to put up like you can't wear the ass out spotlight capris?
or what if they
maybe.
do the opposite and have certain classes that only women with
just
assless?
for those?
Yeah,
Now, that's the class you need.
Kate
to break
Hudson
into.
class. Yeah.
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 Good luck getting
Better
in.
put some thick clouded glass on those windows.
Yeah. No shit.
Guys are just standing in the window jerking off.
Why
Every
are
homeless
300
guy in the
people?
town.
Yeah. Guys with binoculars up in the
Yeah.
across the street. Telescopes.
I think I can see. Is that the spotlight ass out?
Why'd you
capris?
buy a $5,000 telescope?
Have you heard of Fabletics? Nonetheless, one business shrivels up and ends, and another gets very, very engorged and begins anew. The circle of life.
Yeah.
McDonald's fights, crotchless yoga pants. And speaking of whale tails,
Engorgement.
it's tail time. Check this out, guys.
Is that a dolphin?
Yeah, it's an orca
It got
smashing a
launched.
dolphin with its
Oh,
nose.
man.
Then the dolphin gets
Oh, the dolphins are
just
dead, huh?
ejected with its tail.
Yeah, it's
well, the
dead.
nose thing probably hurt.
Bastards.
And then
I
the
love
tail just,
dolphins.
smashed it body,
it's
smashed
so
its
dead.
body in half. So
Back off Orcas.
they would be strong contenders to help us take out the
We
AI.
need
They
whatever
need
we
to
can
be
get,
dolphins.
Wes.
We need dolphins too.
We need
Yeah,
whatever
but-
we can get.
but we got to keep the orcas happy by feeding them the dolphins. And they just got to understand that that's part of the game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Guess you're
All
right.
right. Well, thank you, Will. I like that segment. Hey, guys, new year. You've got goals and factors here to help you achieve each and every one of them. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the meal kit company, Factor. Fuel up fast with ready-to-eat, nutritious meals delivered straight to your door, leaving you time and energy to tackle everything on your to-do list, achieve and maintain your 2023 goals with Factor. They are, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. So why don't you catch on with them? Start saving time, eating well, and living your best life. If you're too busy to cook with Factor, you can skip the trip to the grocery store, skip the chopping, prepping, and cleaning up too. Factor, it's awesome. You just pop it in the oven or the microwave. I prefer the oven because I don't have a microwave, which is nice because they're one of the meal kits that lets you do the oven really deliciously. It takes I think 8 to 12 minutes depending on it. I usually put it in for 13 because my oven's a little bit, I like it hot. But anyways, you just eat it. It takes 3 minutes to warm up the oven. 10 minutes to cook it. Within 15 minutes, you're fork deep eating a delicious meal. They have the best flavors of any of the meal kits, I think. Like the combinations, the sides, if you mix them all together, they always do a good job of picking sides with their entrees that the flavors combine. So I usually get it all in the one, slide it from the sides over to the entree section, have a delicious meal, throw it in the trash, and boom, done dinner, 20 minutes or so total. It's amazing. You can get all sorts of different options: keto, calorie smart, vegan plus, veggie, protein plus. They got the works. They have 34 chef prepared, dietitian approved weekly options. That's a lot. They have smoothies. They have juices. They have desserts. It's awesome. Want to cut back on takeout? Get Factor instead. It's not only cheaper than takeout, but meals are ready faster than the restaurant delivery in just 2 minutes if you use the microwave. Eating vegan or veggie is a snap with Factor because each meal is prepared by chefs and approved by dietitians. You know that your Factor meal has all the ingredients you want and nothing you don't. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best
It is-
meal kit.
I love it. It's the best meal, pre-made one by far.
I've probably had 50 Factor meals since we partnered with them 6 months or less ago, and they're all really good. Yeah,
And
I
helps
used to
lose
send Cam to school with one
Yeah.
pretty much every day, and he never bitched about it.
he's the king. They all have snack. They have Lunchables, and he's got this delicious meal.
It's way better than what you would normally cook your kid
Yeah,
for lunch.
way.
For sure.
Yeah,
way
like a
better.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah, it's better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Head to factormeals.com/hardfactor50 and use code hardfactor50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code hardfactor50 at hardfactormeals.com/hardfactor50 to get 50% off your first box. And as they like to say, hold on to your butts because
It's time for the high five.
Okay, first up, we'll do some story updates from the Hive. Charles, like ones we've done recently. Charles sent in this story update, which Will and I predicted to a T when talking about Britney Spears' new crazy Instagram video. I said she was about to get her ass thrown back into a conservatorship and should take a break to get off Instagram and the internet. And Will said she does do that, and she's probably going to take a break from Instagram soon. Guess what happened the next day? She deactivated her Instagram account, prompting a police wellness check on her because they were worried she was going to hurt herself. So.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think it was happening like while, was it the next day or while we were
It was
taping?
like within hours of us talking about it. Yeah. What can I say? You get pretty good at this stuff after 1,000 shows or so.
Yeah. Also, I've watched a lot of Britney IG, so I've got my finger on the pulse of what she's gonna do. And then Mark, he's concerned like everybody else is.
Right.
He's got his finger on the pulse of how the public will react.
That's
to
exactly
Britney's craziness. Yeah,
That's exactly right. Some people probably listen to that show and they're like, "Are they trolling us because she got called on? She deactivated her account." Anyways, Hive member Nat sent in a story update on George Santos. By George, Santos did a Brazilian interview recently where he said, in Portuguese because it was a Brazil interview, that someone recently tried to assassinate him. He said that in Florida. In December 2020, I've experienced vandalism around this time, and he's talking about him and his husband. We have recently suffered an attempt on my life, an assassination attempt. So he claims he was someone tried to kill him, which is obviously
But he's married
to him. Yeah, he was married to a woman who he divorced a couple of years ago, and he says he's been openly gay for 10 years. Now he's with a man. None of it
I
adds
hear what his
up.
husband has to say about this shit. Like, where's this fucking guy?
Oh, do they even exist though?
What an interview that would be. Yeah,
I don't know if they exist. I don't know if those people
I
exist.
gotta hear what his husband has to say about all this.
He, like Will said, he probably would be like someone he paid to pretend to be his husband.
Right. I don't know if these people are real. Like I don't think everything about him is so fake that it just could all be lies.
You think we would have heard from the ex-wife by now?
Yes, you think so, but there is documentation of their marriage. So someone
Okay,
should.
you need to hear from her.
That's a big
for
interview too. Good call. A couple more updates here from Charles. One's an update and one's actually a news story, but it's in the same area, so we're lumping them together. And Andrew Clark and a few others sent this first update in as well, so thank you. Meghan, the cop from Tennessee that had sex with all of the second shift cops at Laverne Police Force, has of course been made a sex work offer. Right?
Oh yeah.
We knew that was going to happen.
Strip
Porn?
clubs, baby.
Not porn yet. Strip clubs. Deja Vu Showgirls Strip Club in Nashville, Tennessee, to be exact, has made a public offer to Meghan to strip twice in one night. 2 shows. I don't know what that entails, 10, 15 minutes. Each show, paying her $5,000. $10,000 total if she comes on March 17th to strip in a couple of shows. They will provide the police uniform and body glitter, but she's got to get the heels and thongs because they don't share
She
thongs.
could make way more doing a porno.
Or
way
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. She should do OnlyFans. Also, she should start like if she's cool with it, she should just get pimped out by her husband that's sticking with her, and she could make a ton just turning tricks on people that want to also be with Meghan.
This strip club
Megan,
is
however
this
you
strip
say it.
club's like trying to make a first offer. It's a desperation, like you guys said.
It's too low.
She's gonna laugh at this and get huge other offers. Here is the outside of the strip club, Deja Vu, and here is the inside of the club. Pew, pew, pew.
Welcome to the stage, Meghan.
She was a cop. She's yeah. Go ahead.
Is Nashville bottomless or is it all just topless only in Nashville?
I don't know.
Gotta be bottomless.
I've been to Nashville. Yeah,
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville guys like them bottomless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Anyways.
point otherwise?
Anyways, and the last story, which I
yeah.
promised, which is not an update, but it's related, is there is a new sexy, horny cop who has been fired from the Arapahoe Sheriff's County Police in Colorado for having a sexy OnlyFans. So she did get the memo. No worries, because she's making $27,000 a month now on OnlyFans. Meet former officer Melissa Williams. Now she's telling people you have the right to remain erect. Anything you say can and will be viewed via private message in my OnlyFans, sweetie.
That's awesome. Look at her. I mean, she's making more money. Wes, it is bottomless. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be.
So this is a message to Meghan. If this woman's making $27,000, Meghan should be doing OnlyFans as well.
Well, this is really a message to all women in a respectable job that doesn't pay enough, right? You cause a little controversy, you get your face out there, you get guys who want to fuck you because you're hot and you like were a nurse or you're like a cop. Then you go to OnlyFans. Just cause a little controversy, and then you can make hundreds of thousands on OnlyFans. It's a brilliant
if you're
strategy.
willing to do
point,
porn
Wes.
for a living. That's
Sure.
it's a big, but you have to be now before you go into it. You have to be totally willing to do porn for a living.
Of
That's all.
course, right?
It's
But
part of
if you're okay with that, there's no smarter decision you can make in your life.
Good point, Wes.
right, yeah, that would be
Teachers, nurses, these underpaid, underappreciated professions that if you're hot, just do something fucked up. Throw a kid against the wall, do like 6 months, and then go to OnlyFans.
Go to OnlyFans. More to come on Wes's proving Wes's point on guys.
Tried and true.
Guys spend money on OnlyFans in voicemails. Let's go.
I'm from California, also known as Top B. So, Top B's advice of the week. It's not pronounced foyer. It's pronounced foyer. It sounds so fucking stupid calling it a foyer. It's a foyer. It's a fucking French word. Come on, people. Let's get with the fucking times. Pat, I'm talking to you. Love you. Bye.
But that's not true because foyer is an Americanized. It's a French word that's been turned English, right?
Tough
Not
look.
spelled the same.
Tough look for Pat getting pronunciation shamed by Colin.
Yeah, it is.
Also, did you guys see the AP said that you shouldn't refer to them as the French anymore? You should refer to them as people with Frenchness.
I did. I
Oh,
made a
It's
joke.
so weird.
They-
Yeah,
they
the
should-
AP style
they said,
book.
They said you shouldn't refer to any one or group as the before. You should use a different word.
Even the
like-
French, right?
And then I made a joke about it, and I said, "Wow," because they listed all these thes, and I was like, "AP's given the Jews a well-deserved break finally by not listing them as a the."
Yeah. Yeah. I asked the AP, I was like, people with Frenchness have horrific body odor. Is that correct? And they didn't answer me. So
Yeah, it was a weird tweet. By the I get some of what they're saying, but it was just a weird thing to say. And then the French example was really weird because like all of them like kind of made sense except for French. They singled them out.
Also, the college educated. Now,
That was a little
people,
weird, too.
the French really
But
took
who
the
says
limelight
that?
there.
Who says
but-
the college educated?
Well, what they were trying to do is not use negative. They were trying. It's some type of anti-discrimination thing.
I'll tell you who says the college educated, not college educated people.
It just
next-
turned out to be. So, Colin, foyer.
The
Now,
idiots.
what's the French word for foyer?
No,
French.
Will, I just looked it up. Will, you're absolutely right. In the UK and Europe, it's foyer. In English, it is correct to say foyer.
Right.
In America, we're over here in America, Colin.
Colin disagrees. He says he's correct. I think you're both correct, but anyways,
Look it
tough
up,
look
Colin.
for Pat
Look it up
again.
right now and come back and tell me.
Oh,
you're
it
wrong.
is spelled exactly the same.
Yeah,
My,
it's just pronounced
my
differently.
takeaway is Pat got shamed by Colin for pronunciation.
Yeah, but what other words like that, like orange, is because orange is a Romance language word? Do we have to say orange?
I never even knew that was a possibility.
You'd be
Nah,
a
yeah.
you'd be
So
a
like
moron.
it doesn't make any
That's
sense.
Yeah.
You're gonna if you pronounce every other French word that's also English with an English accent.
You'd be an asshole. All right, let's move on to the next voicemail, which is also Colin. This one's a little bit more somber. Let's see what we got going on here. Is it playing?
Hey, boys, it's Colin from California. Hey, I'm very fucking sorry about the way I acted in those comments tonight. I got very heated with that story, and I'm very sorry, Wes. I was very disrespectful towards you when you were trying to do your story and everything, and I just
Didn't
want
even
to
see it.
apologize, guys.
Didn't slow him down.
It was just a very personal matter with me. I'd gone so with Olivia Garrison. We grew up going to church together and everything, and she was in our youth group and everything, and like we were great friends. And she's
California
always
teacher,
had a
that's right.
loving heart, and I felt like that, like the story was trying to portray her as someone that's grooming children, and that's never her intentions with everything. And I'm sorry I was going so hard in those comments, but like she's honestly trying to do it out of love, and she's trying to do it like to have a safe space. This town has had a lot of LGBTQ plus people commit suicide in high school, and that school district is trying to cover it up. And I feel like she's trying to get ahead of it to prevent that from happening. I feel like that's where her heart's at with it. But I'm very sorry about the way I handled it. But I love you guys and have a great fucking day.
There you go, Wes. Do you accept his apology?
Of course, I accept the apology. That's fucked up. I mean, we talked about it in that segment about how suicide rates are high, and if the district is trying to cover it up, I mean, I'm all for a teacher giving a safe space to a struggling student.
Of course, like
that
we don't
can't-
know all
that,
the facts. We didn't. That was
Right.
some insight from Colin, who's from the town, and he knew her as well, so he had some inside baseball. When we do these stories, we don't know everything going on. It's impossible to, and unless you know the parents that she's not talking to,
Right.
and the kids that we don't know about. There's a lot of information that we don't have. We comment on these stories.
Well, she's in the middle of a very national story that has implications for all parents. So all parents are going to have an opinion
We're always gonna offend people with our takes. We like to present the news in a fun way, and we're certainly 80% accurate at best. So sometimes stories are going to hit close to home, and we're going to not have all the information that some people have. Colin, we're not reading the comments like actively necessarily when doing the stories, so Wes didn't get slowed down at all.
No, yeah, Colin, we can't see him unless we pull him up. Usually,
Colin thinks he's part of the live show. He's like,
how to do. Speaking of the live comments, YouTube.com/HardFactorNews. How to do gave us a live comment. OnlyFans is destroying our generation of relationships. Not many guys want a hoe, and I thought women hated being sexualized, but I guess if they get paid like prostitutes, they're okay with it. Now, this is something I have heard from a lot of younger people that they think OnlyFans is a really big fucking problem. And so it's interesting because it's something that it's mostly probably Gen Zers on there, right? And so we don't,
right.
I don't that's interesting to hear from their vantage point that it's an actual problem, because I think I'd probably feel the same way if I was a dude in that generation.
Look, it is a potential huge new
I don't have a problem with it.
for
Obviously,
exploitation.
nobody older than Gen Z has a problem with it.
It's just a huge new gateway for
especially.
potential exploitation, trafficking. It's just another pathway
It's
for
Andrew
all the
Tate's
bad
paradise.
shit that can go on. I understand that, but it can
it
be
is
very
and it
beneficial
isn't.
to a young woman.
It's Andrew Tate's paradise, but then at the
Yeah,
same
mostly
time,
selling it to older guys. And if they're mostly from Gen Z guys may feel some kind of way about it.
Well, I mean, look, anyone can feel any sort of way about anything. I say,
But I have heard that
don't
from
be a
young people.
nerd. How to do? You doing it wrong is what I say.
I'm just saying I've heard that from people younger than us in general.
Get over
I
it.
understand.
They're
I get
making
it.
money. They're making money, and not all of them have to get nude or do porn. So get over it. Next one.
Hey, Hard Factor guys. This is Cecil coming from Midland, Texas. I'd like to see some more energy-focused topics coming down. Natural gas is hitting the tank under $3 per cubic square feet, and million cubic feet. It's terrible in the middle of winter, but oil's fine. We all live in Texas, except for Mr. Reno, and we all know there's oil under that desert. I'd love to talk to you guys. Give me a holler back. Thanks. 325. One. Again, my name is Cecil. 325.
Twice.
One. Thank you.
Yes,
There you
sir.
go.
You got to drop the elbow for a callback there.
Yeah,
Cecil.
Cecil, we do him on the show.
Cecil joined the he's one of the first people to join the Discord only, I believe. So he wants to get in there and mix it up. You can talk energy sector in the Discord all
Just
day.
DM us or post in the Discord only, bro.
I sent you a link on to the page to the Discord, but it resets every 24 hours. So if you didn't get in, we'll send you a new one.
Also, fun fact for Cecil, Pat actually moved to New Jersey at the start of
But
2021.
did he know? Is he a Nostradamus? Did he know that he wasn't going to be on this show?
Yeah, but he's saying everybody included, so I don't think he knows that. Yeah.
No, Pat's in Jersey. Yeah.
He's also correct that my heating bill, since I do live in Reno, a colder place than you guys, last month was $400 by itself. So yeah, natural gas is out of control. By far the highest it's ever been, thanks to the Keystone XL pipeline getting canceled by Biden on his first day in office. So yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Guys in the live chat saying, give out his number. I'm in the energy sector. I want to talk to him, Colin says. And then It's Me Al Green says, I say release that number. That's the exact reason why I'm not releasing the number, because he would have gotten a bunch of calls.
Colin's heating bill in California is $500. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. Nevada was $400. California is $500.
There you go. Last voicemail. And there's some OnlyFans in this, I think.
Hey boys, Tony from PA. So on the first of the month, I'm definitely going to be dropping that golden elbow. Don't really want to pay the $30 now to upgrade, then get charged $50 again in like 2 days. But
Reasonable.
going to cut off some OnlyFans subscriptions because you guys are better than that. So love you guys. Have a great fucking weekend. Been loving the episodes recently.
Thank you.
Back to X
Hell yeah,
videos
Tony.
for Tony.
Thank you, Tony. Well, I hope you don't give up any of your favorites. And Tony's a Gen Zer too, so I'd like to hear his take on that, or if he's looking at older women.
Sounds
on
like he has a different take than how to do.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. But yeah, nice, Tony. That's smart. You do want the best time to join the Patreon is the beginning of a month, for sure. And to close out voicemails, I have a video submitted by our Australian correspondent, Rick Holt. I'm using it as almost a request to say, and he asked for this too. He said, send this for Amish Brock. Send this to Amish Brock. Come back, Amish Brock. Where have you been the last few weeks? Hope everything's okay. And you weren't killed by a group of bearded men with house-building strength in the middle of the night.
Yeah, he's on their list for sure.
He is.
Their manually written list in pencil. Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, exactly. Definitely not via email. Now this clip had audio of a song featuring A$AP Rocky that called Shaba, and it had a sick beat, and they kept saying like Shaba, Shaba. So it definitely popped better, but with copyrights, you're just gonna have to think of a sick beat in your head for a few seconds. Here it is. Just a room full of Orthodox Jews jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Right. These Orthodox Jews or Hasidic Jews are
Hasidic Orthodox, yeah.
partying.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I saw this video with the beat. It's badass.
It's badass. It's like 5,000 of
It's like
them.
a bunch of modest yahoos going nuts.
Yes. And now I know that we're talking about Amish Brock, and those are actually your Hasidic or Orthodox Jewish people, but they dress very similar. And the point remains, it's Rick asked for it to be for Amish Brock, and we're going to do it that way. So,
Yeah, so Amish Brock, why don't you, with your next call-in, let us know how you feel about Hasidic Jews.
Yeah, exactly.
go.
Why don't you move on to Jew hating, Amish Brock?
he could become what Jewish Brock?
Yeah, become Jewish.
Orthodox Brock? Hasidic Brock? By the way, I don't
that last.
He just is going to be ripping on every small sect of religion until he's done them all.
Scientology, Mormons. Now, I don't know if you caught that video.
Do jihadists after that, please.
Please. There was a couple scary kids in the video, so I took a screenshot of them. These kids were terrifying. Look, those kids were those kids were absolutely terrifying if you watch
Why
the
are
video.
they at the rabbi event or whatever? Why are they at the thing
They're
where it's all...
someone's kids.
They're not all rabbis. That's just how everyone fucking dresses.
I know, but like, why are they at the event where everybody else is dressed that way but them?
because
someone's
they
kids.
haven't earned their hats yet.
because
they haven't gone through bat mitzvah.
they might be ghosts. Look at them when they come back around on the floor. They're the center of the floor. These kids are creepy. The one in particular, incredibly creepy. Yeah,
So it's
They
weird.
are.
It's like
They're-
a shining.
they look inbred is what they look like.
that's scary stuff.
Any Orthodox Jews, let us know what's going on there with the
Yeah.
two kids that aren't dressed the same as everybody else.
Do they have like a name? Like they call these kids something like creeps?
Sure, there's a name for them.
Yeah, it's got to be. All right, got a new segment for you, sort of. It's basically Facebook hate comments we've got, like we've done before, but not limited to Facebook, although still mostly from Facebook. So let's do Roasting Hard Factor.
The most hateful ones.
Roasting Hard Factor. The first one is a YouTube comment from the Nancy Pelosi Boobs on the Beach episode a while back, but the comment was left this week, so it plays. And it says from at GeoFox, my room smells worse after watching this for 10 seconds.
Yeah. I
He's
get
saying,
that.
is he jerk? Did he jerk off? Is that what
No,
he's
because
saying?
we're disgusting
that's
and
what he's
fat.
saying.
And
We look like farts. We look like farts smell is what he's saying.
I
watching
thought
the
he was-
four
I
of
thought
us
he meant
made,
jerk off.
our show's like got a dimension of smell to it.
Right.
Gotcha.
No, I get
Oh, I
that.
see. I get
Yeah,
it.
I get that for
good
sure.
roast.
I look like a guy who could fart, and I do.
I mean,
Just
he's
so you
right.
know.
You know,
No, it's a good roast. We were just talking about how greasy we were on the last.
put all three of us in a room together. It's not going to smell the same.
Oh man, imagine if we were podcasting live still. That room would stink.
Yeah,
That's why
the
it's-
garage stunk.
We just masked it with cigarettes. and
Yeah,
alcohol
we'd have to
breath.
start smoking again inside for sure.
You gotta do something. You gotta do something smelly to smell.
It's gonna be a cigar podcast now.
It's a real get the mongooses eat the snakes because the snakes ate the mice. You got to keep adding on top of it. Next up, there were a few people mad at us on multiple platforms for how we covered the Mike Tyson rape accusation, the rape lawsuit from a woman that claimed it happened way back in the 90s. A lot of Tyson and maybe men stans thought we should have just kind of called her a liar outright, I think, because there were multiple comments.
That's a good idea.
Like this. Chewy Lewis says, unfollowing, innocent until proven guilty. And a lot of people are saying that. And I think this is Wes who responded with, yeah, we said allegedly, you dolt.
Dolt.
Yeah.
It's definitely Wes.
Yeah.
You called somebody a dolt.
I love calling people adults.
Dolt.
That's a classic Wes.
That's a classic Wes.
You dolt. I like that.
Fuck that guy. What an idiot. Okay, sure. We'll just hate on the woman.
Unfollowed.
You know, immediately.
You can't even cover the story.
Well, it's look, it's news.
Yeah. You want from us.
That's one thing that you can't. You get. I mean, like, you see so many comments like this when you do a news show throughout the years. Is that like people just get mad about the news that happens, and then they blame it on the anchors.
Yeah. I thought you guys were against mainstream media. Like,
right?
We cover the biggest stories.
Story.
Okay, I've got a series of comments for you, a thread, and then a bonus dog that starts with a Facebook comment roasting us on our handling of Dan dating Shauan Rae, the 6'3", mid to late 20s Welshman who flew across an ocean to stalk and date Shauan Rae, the woman who has a disorder that makes her look and sound like she's 8 years old, even though she's 23. So you know this is going to be good if it's based off of that story on Facebook.
A Dan defender, yeah.
Is it that guy who got fired from Rick and Morty, Pickle Rick?
I mean, it's a woman, but they're kindred spirits. 2D Jerry says, why do people always judge and belittle people for their looks or their size? Whoever the person or persons responsible for responsible for posting this content's, wow, she's bad at grammar, to profile a man to be a predator for loving a grown woman because of how she look is sick. My focus is on the creators of this post. Now that's creepy. So she's calling us creepy.
Okay, yeah. So
does she have a crown on her head?
I don't know, but
in
she
our
had like
defense,
7 mistakes in that.
Yeah.
In our defense,
the
how
crown
old
of
is
bad
she?
spelling.
Yeah.
And
Queen of bad spelling.
is she of age?
No.
Yeah,
She looks
yeah,
like
she's
she's young.
She's like
She looks like
pretty
she's
young
in
to me.
beauty pageants. Like she's got.
She looked pretty young to me in that.
Sweet
Well,
16 tiara on her head.
Let's see if you guys think how mature she is in a bit here, as it turns into a thread because Eric Penrod commented. Eric Penrod commented on it, and he said, "Hey, Tootie Jerry, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Stop posting your BS idea."
Eric's
that was
here
a
for it.
bad idea by Eric.
Oh no, she's pissed at Eric now.
Yeah, it turns into
good job, Eric.
It turns into a shit show, as she says. Eric Penrod, find a pee hole and drink slow.
Ew.
And then Eric Penrod's. Yeah, exactly. And then Eric
What
Penrod's.
the fuck is that?
Oh, it gets worse. Eric Penrod says, again, stop posting your BS. And then Tootie Jerry says, Eric Penrod, find 2 big pee holes and drink slow. I touched your nerve. You mad? Get in line.
Just like I touched your kid or want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
she's
weird.
young.
And then Eric Penrod goes, Tootie Jerry, lol, stop posting BS. He's just been saying the same thing the whole time. And then Tootie Jerry says, at Eric Penrod, seems like you're liking and no one else.
Yeah,
You're full
she's
of
a
shit.
kid.
You're full of shit, and don't forget to sip slow.
Called it.
Gross. That's so gross. And then she goes, Tootie Jerry said, stop posting BS law for the 4th time. And Tootie Jerry says, tell your wife you need pee, so you sip slow. And then Eric Penrod said, sir, stop
Sip
posting
slow
BS.
sip slow is
Gross.
my new favorite insult that will just have people's minds boggled if you tell them to
Sip
sip
the pee
sip
slow.
No, you just tell them to
Just
sip
sip
slow.
slow.
Hey, why don't you go sip slow?
And they have to
She's
think about it.
talking about a pee hole.
Oh, I
Why
know
does
she is.
everything start with
Slow.
a pee hole
Yeah.
here?
Hey, go fuck yourself and sip slow, buddy.
I don't know, but I imagine that was a couple hours ago. I imagine it's gone back and forth since. And then here's a bonus dog self roast.
Same emojis every time too.
yeah.
Sip slow.
Now it's up to 2 pee holes. And then bonus dog self roast in the same post, which was basically a honeypot for creeps. Jeremy Joseph Ostinelli says she is perfect height to waist, talking about Shauan Rae. Oh, wait,
Oh shit! Oh wait.
she is perfect height to waist.
no.
And then he's like, wait, I have to correct myself because this is on a post. So he goes, some people like smaller girls, in parentheses, not younger. shorter. I was 20 and went out with an 18-year-old. I'm 5'11" and she was 4'8". So just a bunch of people in there.
That's not the same.
A bunch of people in there outing their creepiness. It's incredible.
Dude, when he first wrote that first comment, he definitely forgot where he was for a second.
He has to out it.
Yeah.
She is perfect height to waist.
Yeah, he thought he was in one of
He
his
thought he was in
secure
his-
groups.
Yeah, buddies groups.
His fingers were moving themselves. Post.
Oh, darn it.
Wait, I gotta clarify. Oh fuck. This is on Facebook.
I like dwarves. Yeah. Not good. Awesome. Not good. All right, last roast of the week. This one is a solo roast of Emo Mark on one of the clips. That was the clip downs from the last time Emo Mark was on when we did one on Instagram, and I looked like this.
People want Emo Mark back, so I don't know who's roasting Emo Mark.
A lot of people want Emo Mark back. He'll be back. But Jeep for Life 4x4 said, "Are you a butt bandit?"
Yes.
Jeep for life. How much more cliche can you get?
Was it Grady Judd? What if that's Grady's burner?
Yeah, Jeep for Life 4x4. 4x4.
Yeah, that's the most cliche fucking handle I've ever seen in my life.
You queer.
Jeep for life 4x4.
There are a lot of people that like
chick standing
a lot
next
of
to
people
a
like this.
mudding.
This
I know.
dude have eyelashes on.
Good lord.
Instagram
Yeah,
drew
was
out,
it?
drew out some homophobes. Awesome. All right,
For life.
5-star reviews, and we're done. There were none.
Yeah.
So let's pick up.
Hey,
Yeah,
send them in.
pick up the slack there, guys. Good Lord. 5-star reviews, leave them on Apple Podcasts, and then also 5-star us on Spotify. And you can just send a screenshot of that Spotify thing and send us what you want us to read. But none is no good. So,
Send them in.
yeah.
Send them in.
There you go, Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's laughing.
In. Yeah. All right. Let's close with some fun content. So we roasted ourselves. Now let's do some fun content from the Hive. We've got some good comments or whatever, some verbal memes, and then we'll end with some video submissions. So first up, a couple verbal memes sent in from Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. Where are they? Here's one. This is Andrew Tate, and he's got a DiGiorno in his hand, and it says, all the taste of delivery without alerting authorities to your location. DiGiorno.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he sent in another one. Where is this? This one is about Alec Baldwin, and it's Alec Baldwin looking stoic, and it says, "Quote: You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Alec Baldwin said it.
Right. Actually, Gretzky, but
Right.
Baldwin. It really was. It
likes
fits Baldwin better.
He took it and ran with it. Took it and shot with it.
You guys see Andrew Tate whining about how his cells are laden with cockroaches and bed bugs and mice and shit in Romania? Yeah.
Well, you're in a Romanian prison, dude.
Yeah.
Not exactly his
Fucking
Are they going to
douchebag.
charge him?
Bugattis or Lambos. No, he's probably going to get out eventually. They're just fucking with him. He can't come back to the UK, though, or anyway. He has to stay, in a weird country because he's such a creep. Hive member Allie sent this one in, and it's, let me see, where is it? Oh, here it is. It is a company in the UK just left a couch jammed in some dude's home in Bournemouth, UK. They got it stuck and couldn't get it out, and so they're like, oh, man, we got to go do our next delivery. So they bounced, but not before trying to get the homeowner to sign that the couch was delivered.
They were home and did this?
Yeah. They tried to get him to sign off on a good delivery.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So the guy's suing, and the couch company is going to give them free curbside delivery and pay for any home repairs to get this thing removed
No
and take
shit.
the railing down. Yeah.
What a bunch of idiots, dude. That's the
They're not
dumbest
coming back in the
delivery
house
crew of
they
all
said.
time.
They're going to give him a new couch and leave it on the curb. And the couch
really?
delivery people were Ross from Friends. Pivot! Top 5 Friends moment. No big deal. All right. Got some video submissions here. First up from Hive member Ari. This is a prank video related to one of our favorite characters in recent memory. We've already talked about her in the High Five. We're going to go back to Tennessee to the Laverne police station itself for a young man who wants to meet Meghan, the horny cop.
Police station.
Will Maegan Hall be doing any ride-alongs? Where I can ride along with her and stuff like that?
You want to talk to the supervisor about that?
Yeah. How's it going, sir?
The person you requested doesn't work here, and we don't have ride-alongs right now.
Damn it, I really wanted her to sign my poster
So
here.
then you'll have to contact her.
Damn it, I forgot. I have to disclose this with you. I am carrying protection, so it's in my pocket right here. I have to disclose it with you.
Okay, well.
And just in case she was here, I have a pair of Trojan Light 100s in there. So.
All right. Have a good day.
Kid's got
All right,
some
get the
balls.
fuck out of here.
That kid's got some balls. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Great.
I had to cut it down because it was like twice that length, and those are the best parts of it. But great idea, ballsy kid. Another video for you. This is a major road rage fail sent in by Evan. Pay close attention to the end here. I also trimmed this a little bit to make it quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that shit.
Trying to get around. It's kind of boxed in. Need a dick.
Pass on the right.
Okay,
Little
time for
stem.
road rage. Let's see. This idiot.
He's idiot.
He's got the Chinese, the fake Chinese voice.
Okay, let's see. We'll try.
Filter.
Maybe not.
It's just in a Accord trying to get past his truck, and the truck keeps boxing him in with the other cars in the other lane, just not letting him pass, just fucking with him.
And he's going to make a
Okay,
move to
now
the
we have
outside here.
brake
2
check.
lanes.
Okay,
And he's
what do you
going
think?
outside. Onto the shoulder.
What you?
And hits the truck.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, good.
And he hits the bank and flips.
And he's dead.
He's dead. He's boxing 2 lanes. He eventually gets frustrated, goes outside onto the shoulder, comes back in too far, hits the truck who was in the far left lane, and then overcorrects. I don't know why, and then goes all the way 90 degrees to the right into a bank, flips up the bank in the trees. I have it in slow mo if you'd like to
Ends
see the
upside
ending.
down on the
Here's
middle of the
here's the
highway.
ending in slow mo.
Just tries to go between them, passing between the lanes. Oh, truck just hits him perfect. I mean, what an idiot. So the Honda Accord that tried to pass through the middle, it was not only a truck that was in the left lane, it was like an SUV in the right lane. So it was lighter than both cars that it was trying to pass in the middle. And the second that one of them just touched it, it was going to spin off the side of the road like that.
Yeah. And it was out of control and smaller. It was just mistakes were made. And he was such a dick that the people were like cheering him, dying.
Hopefully not dead, but
he's probably not dead. But
bad crash.
Yeah,
Bad
that car's
crash.
totaled for sure, and not driving that car anymore. One more video for you, and then I'll have you vote on the last one. If you want to watch multiple, let me know, but we'll have an option at the end here. This one came in from our very own Hard Factor Wes, and it's of United States Attorney General Merrick Garland notifying everyone of a grave cyber threat they've discovered.
Last night, the Justice Department dismantled an international ransomware network responsible for extorting and attempting to extort hundreds of millions of dollars from victims in the United States and around the world. Known as the Hive ransomware group.
Oh, shit!
This network targeted more than 1,500 victims around the world since June of 2021. Cybercrime is a constantly evolving threat. But as I have said before, the Justice Department will spare no resource to identify and bring to justice anyone, anywhere, who targets the United States with a ransomware attack.
Good luck.
Good luck, Garland. The Hive's got you by the balls, buddy.
You kidding me? So first the CCP gets us off of TikTok, and now the DOJ is on our ass.
We were joking, and Jackson, I think, brought it up, intern Jackson, but it was kind of like, so obviously our Discord's been just combed through. It's called like the Hive, or anything that we've been a part of now has been absolutely combed through.
No, for sure.
So careful what you say, Garrett from Iowa and folks in the thread, because we're being monitored for sure. Anyways, so now you guys have a choice between, I'm going to list off 3 things. You let me know if you want to watch 1 or 2 or none. First up is Crazy Elvis Singing Lady, sent in by Gizmodamus. Second option is Insane Sexual Gag Table Game, sent in by Jay Reed. And the third option is Crude Groomsman Caught on Hot Mic, Then Scolded by Best Man, sent in by Michaelis.
Oh, I'd like to see the last 2 for sure.
Yeah, one of the last 2. Yeah, let's just watch the last 2 then.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I'll load them. You guys talk for a few seconds.
Nice.
Sex game. What could it be?
Probably
think like bachelorette party
apples
style.
to apples or something, or like Cards Against Humanity, maybe.
Right.
Do you guys see
Oh
that
wait, you're
Way
saying
more
like they're
insane.
actually going to be doing
Way
something?
more. No, it's
super
like a board game type thing, but yeah.
You guys saw the viral video where they're all like, it's a family walking around, and then it's like a question, and the woman, it's like, name something that you would love for your husband to give you, and the lady like blurts out an orgasm,
yeah.
in front of like all the kids and like family members, and he's just like, what the fuck?
Divorce.
That video is amazing.
This one luckily is not embarrassing.
That's not why. It's not. Look. That's not that bad. That's like.
Yeah, it's fun.
In front of the whole family, it's fucking
In front of the
bad.
whole family, that's tough. Yeah.
Okay, here's the. This is
Did
the,
she clarify? Like, it's not like I've never had one.
No, that's basically what she was saying.
It ends.
That,
It ends.
Yeah.
It ends with sadness.
He's never given me an orgasm.
Right.
I think the question is, name something you want your husband to give you that he's never given you before.
Right.
No,
like, that's how bad it was.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
God.
That other people have. It just keeps piling on.
Yeah, divorce.
Yeah, it's bad. All right, here's you got a divorce. Here comes the sex game on the table game.
Oh, Chris is behind.
Can't see it.
Oh no.
It's a black screen.
It's black screen.
Oh, something so sexy is happening right now.
Oh no. Fail.
It sounded
Epic
like a
fail.
dildo like slapping against
Epic
something.
fail.
Oh, it was a dildo. It was
Wheel.
a dildo wheel.
It was.
a
Sounds
dildo
dildo.
wheel.
Yeah.
It's like hungry hippos with penises that you jerk off, and they both got cum shot in the face. The two of them.
Oh, nice.
Oh no, it didn't download. All right.
It just downloaded the audio only, unfortunately.
That's okay.
That sucks. I think I highlighted the audio only. All right. Well, we can't end on that, so we have to do the groomsman thing. Let's see.
Let's
if
get
this
that
one-
groomsman up here.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we
if
need
this
to see
works.
that.
Yeah, this is good. Okay, groomsman.
Zoom in on those.
Hello?
Yeah, are you fucking dumb, dude?
I can't hear you.
You fucking asshole, dude. I'm fucking mic'd up also. You just yelled into it. You're an idiot.
Yes.
That's a classic guy. That guy's face is classic. He does
That guy's
classic.
the best.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, from editing just a couple weddings, this happens all the time. Wes, how often is this happening in your weddings?
Well, I was gonna say, it happened one time where the groom was mic'd, and he was the dirty dog. He was commenting on all the bridesmaids' legs and their bodies as they were walking down the aisle. And he came up to me after the ceremony and was like, "I forgot I was mic'd. I think you know what you need to do." And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Some people forget they're mic'd. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's I've seen different stuff like little like shit talking for sure. You got to scrub.
Yeah.
There's always some shit.
Zoom in on those bad boys. Ooga.
that was just hilarious.
I know he's just a dummy.
That's
That's
legendary.
classic. That's classic Chad or Steve.
You
Yeah,
never
yeah.
get
That's
one
classic
that good. I'm
TJ.
sure.
The
as a
groom
wedding.
doing it was one thing. I was like, Jesus, dude. And actually,
No.
they're still married. I did like an anniversary shoot for them like not too long ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Dirty dog.
There you go.
Keeping it secret.
That's it though for the show. We can bring up that's it for the high five in this week's shows. We can bring up the wheel,
up
but
the wheel.
fun fact, we're back in with and on Jenna Jameson's radar. She said her recovery is going
Yes.
very well, and she'd love to do the show when it's done.
Woo!
So
That's right.
Jenna.
That is right.
We'll talk to
some
her
good
soon.
news to end the week there. Let's spin the wheel.
Here we go.
So this is for Hive.
This is for Hive next week. High five.
week.
Those women were just jerking off pink things. All right, I'm back. Maybe I'll play that clip next week.
Double Marv. Yeah,
There
Mark.
you go.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it
Yeah.
back for next week. The game sounds hilarious. All right, and then who will be the cup of coffee in the big time on Monday? Patrick.
There you go.
Mark
That's
and Patrick.
it.
There you have it.
The W's will have something else. Maybe some fake news clips. I don't know. We'll see what we can do.
Ooh, there you go. Remember, a week from today is trivia night, maybe some gambling afterwards. Those are always awesome times. Good time to join the Patreon because the first of the month will be occurring before that. So you get in the Send in the Car or the Golden Elbow. You can join us for those trivia nights. And then otherwise, just, have a great weekend, but spread the word. Spread the word. Let everyone know about your favorite news show. Watch the football games. Have fun. Make sure you get out there today and have a great fucking day, and you have a great fucking weekend as well. And we'll talk to you on Monday.